What's up, fellas? It's Cole Zander with Headman Nation. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why having a good dating life, or, having a solid dating life, it's not only a good thing, but it is absolutely necessary if you'd like to be a successful man. So let me explain. I'm going to take you back once upon a time, a few years ago, 3-4 years ago when I was younger. So for those of you that don't know, I used to be very overweight. I up until I was like 17 years old, I'd never even been on a date with a woman. I had no idea how to be charismatic, how to be flirtatious. I had no confidence. I had a really big lack of self-esteem, all that different kind of stuff, everything, under the sun that you could think of. And ultimately, I decided to initially make that change within my dating life, within my fitness. For those of you that saw, I think it was my second video on the channel, I kind of spoke about my journey, how I went from fat, no confidence to, where I am now. And so I initially made that first step within my fitness journey to kind of start to unlock a little bit of that confidence within myself. Start gaining a little bit of charisma. Just ultimately feel better about myself and look better when I look in the mirror. Now, up until, I'd say about a year and a half ago, my dating life was not really top priority. It just wasn't. It wasn't something that I really thought about very much. It kind of sucked that I didn't have a great dating life. I had dated a few women here and there. I was talking to a few women, whatever. But it wasn't a huge priority for me. Now, over the last year or so, I've really doubled down on my dating life. And not just my dating life, my career, my fitness, all the things that are really important to me. And I've started to work very closely with Casey. He's coached me up on how to have a good dating life. He's taught me about charisma. He's taught me how to be that stoic masculine leader that women actually need to see in order to desire you. And here's what I've noticed. So not only is having a good dating life fun, it gives you something to do. It lets you have fun and let loose outside of work, and whatever the case, you get to go on dates with women. You get to go have some drinks, have some fun, and say whatever you'd like. But on top of that, I've had an overall improved mood. I've had a totally different mindset and mood that's come out of me. So, for example, the thing is, I'm not somebody who really focuses on external factors to be happy. I know ultimately, that's something that you have to do for yourself. You have to find your own happiness. You have to figure out what it is that you want out of life, and you need to be the most successful man that you possibly can. But since I have decided to fix my dating life, I've had this newfound swag within me. Because not only am I having more fun, I'm seeing more women, all that different kind of stuff, but these women actually desire me. These women are wondering what I'm doing if I don't text them for a day or two. They want to actually know about me because I leave them in mystery. They think I'm just this arrogant, this arrogant, charismatic dude, and they can't really get a read on me. And the thing is, when you're out having fun, when you have women who actually desire you like that, it unlocks a new level of confidence that your purpose and your fitness goals ultimately kind of leave behind. Even though I've been on my purpose for the last year and a half, even though I've been working my ass off to make sure that I'm a successful man, there was still a missing void. It was there was something missing within my life, and I couldn't really pinpoint it. But after I started really focusing in on my dating life, after I started figuring out a lot of these things, unlocking some of these secrets to actually have a good dating life, and not just like unlocking secrets, but actually taking these things head on and making it myself. Like instead of just, knowing game and tactics, like becoming tactics, just having these things ingrained into my head so well that that's literally who I am now. It's unlocked a totally different level of confidence within me. I'm way more productive at work now. I wake up in a better mood every day. I've been making more money. I've been having way more fun. I've been actually like enjoying going out on dates, which, mind you, I used to not. I used to find it a chore, and I used to hate going on dates. I was so in my head, I was so socially anxious, so scared to go out, that even when I would get a date, I wouldn't have fun. It was like I constantly had my heart beating out of my chest. That kind of thing. That doesn't happen anymore, though. Like I've totally switched up the way I've done things. I've ultimately made myself into the man that I think I need to be in order to gain happiness, gain wealth, gain success. And to go back to my main point of this video, having a good dating life is good, but not only that, it is necessary. It is absolutely 100% necessary to being a successful man. Do not for a second think that being a successful man, owning your own business or being really good at your craft and being on your purpose is just going to give you total fulfillment. Having that feminine energy in your life, that yin and yang, having that totally polarizing personality, completely opposite of yours, there's nothing like it. It's great. And don't get me wrong, you gotta lay the base first. Like, you do need to be a man on your purpose, and ultimately, like, if you're not in the gym, if you're out of shape and you look like shit, those are things that I would say you need to focus on before you even think about entering the dating field. But once you are able to get a lock on those, you ultimately, in order to be a successful man, you need to have a good dating life. It will make you immensely happier. It's made me immensely happier, and ultimately it's given me this newfound swag. And because of that, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's a reason why all successful men end up having, 8s, 9s, and 10s around them constantly. These successful men, and they want that feminine energy around them. So that's what I want to touch on today. I know it was a short video, but ultimately, like, 3 key takeaways for this is, if you're not in the gym, get your ass in the gym, which I've said multiple times before. And if you're still not in the gym, what the fuck are you doing? Number 2, get on your purpose, find your path, ultimately make yourself the best man that you can possibly be. And number 3, if you really want to have a fulfilling life, you need to have a good dating life. It is a skill that you need to learn, which, mind you, dating is a skill. It comes more naturally for some, more so than others, but at the end of the day, it is a skill that needs to be learned, and nobody is born with just a perfect dating life, and nobody's born with this stoicism and this masculinity and this charisma that some of these guys seem to bring to the table. These are all learned things. Like, we are malleable people. We do not have a fixed identity. So these are all things that need to be learned in order to have a successful life at the end of the day, a fulfilling life, a happy life. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I do tend to read those. So if you enjoyed it, do all those things, but I'll catch you in the next one.